Check this
What's
out.
up?
Aaron, what are we talking about today?
Yeah, so we're talking about this new AI tool from OpenAI. AI. So here's a demo of it real quick. I found a video. It's just easier to show you guys. But check
Okay.
it out. This guy types in he just describes an app to this thing called dbuild.co, and it literally just spits stuff out. So check it out. He says an input that says enter a to do, and a button that says save to do, and then show me a list of all my to dos. So a very simple to do app. I'm sure most of you guys have coded this before, but he just types that in and then it's generating, and then right
hmm
there you have the app generated on the side interspersed there. So
No
he has
way.
the input, you hit the button, it has the
What?
list there, and then look,
What?
there's all the React code. It's React code, straight up React code, like
What?
yeah,
What?
just generated
No.
there. Like, this blew my mind too. I mean, like
No.
there's like code completion and stuff, but this is a full-on app. And look, there's even another one here where look, it says designer, it says create an app here, design. So an app that has a navigation bar with a camera
Uh-huh.
icon, photos
hmm
title, and a message icon, a feed of photos with each photo having a user icon, a photo, a heart icon, and something else. And then it literally just generates
No. What?
this Instagram.
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Guys, that is
Like,
mind-blowing.
I mean, this is like a month and a half
What?
old, but it blew my mind. It blew my mind.
Wow. Guys, what do you
But
think about that? Drop that in the comments. What are your thoughts on this? This is freaking insane. Can you show that one more time for everybody to go
show
on
one more
here?
time.
Yeah, show one more time.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Where is it? Boom. Again, dude. I mean, it's the same thing. There's a bunch of other examples,
Uh-huh.
but let's just show these same ones first, real quick. So yeah, so this you just type in what you want it to code, and the AI will literally figure out how to code it for you. Like it'll like parse your what you said to it. It'll understand it,
Wow.
and then it'll
Uh-huh.
actually code up the code with
Psh,
correct syntax, and it's functioning there
psh.
in about 2 seconds.
No. Man,
So
come on.
I
This
mean,
is,
the
I mean,
first thing that came to mind,
guys,
bro,
they are
is
taking our
holy crap,
jobs. They are
implement
taking our
directives.
jobs is what they're doing. No, it's not cool.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. But I mean, also that, but also it's like I feel like this is gonna like drastically change like how we code, because
hmm
if you can get something up and running like the like 80% of it with like a sentence, and
hmm
then you just hit enter, and then 2 seconds later it's pretty much done. You have the whole framework of your idea implemented. Then it's just a matter of going in, debugging, and doing all of the
Wow.
stuff that the AI isn't quite smart enough to do.
Wow. Wow.
But
Everybody, it's so funny. It's so funny. Everybody is like rest. So Lander is like rest in peace, my job. We got.
yeah, yeah. Jokes on us, you guys. Breaking news.
we got.
That was the first slide. Here, look. I got
Yeah.
the presentation, bro. Don't freaking spoil it. I was like, breaking news. AI has just taken all our developer jobs. The
Oh
jokes
my
on us.
God, that's
We played
insane.
ourselves, bro. We freaking played ourselves. We just gave up our own jobs to AI by coding in
Wow.
AI. God damn, Elon.
Dang
But
it, Elon, freaking taking our jobs, man. Not cool. Everybody's like, rest in peace,
yeah.
coders. Akshain is like in the house, like, rest in peace, coders. Yes, indeed.
Dude. You know how Sunny's doing all those live streams with React and Firebase so quickly?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
figured it out. He's just freaking using GPT-3. He's not coding it himself.
He's
He's just typing it in,
yeah.
and it's just spitting out the
This
Netflix
is
clone,
not.
the
He just he
Amazon
just he just
clone.
he just puts in, hey, build me an Instagram clone, or build me something, some kind of a clone. So yeah,
Exactly. It comes out and he's just posing. He's posing on the stream. So this is the big
exactly.
reveal. This is the big reveal of all the
Wow.
streams for the past
Wow.
month.
Guys, what do you think about this, guys? Let me know. Let us know in the comments. But like, I just wanted to say, guys, welcome to the stream. This is some. We're talking about some crazy stuff about AI today, which you probably have not
Yeah.
heard about. Now,
The cool hangout session talking about some cool crap, some cutting edge
exactly,
AI stuff.
exactly. We're gonna learn a lot. We're definitely gonna learn a
Can't
lot of
tell.
things. Now, before we go ahead and start out, one thing I want you to do really quickly here, okay? Really quick, very important, okay? Here's what I want you to do. You gotta help us out on this, okay? We're providing a lot of value to you. We are, we're taking our time to do this. We're taking our time to do a lot of research to build all these epic clones for you. And what we would like to ask is you guys go ahead and help us out with liking this video. Like this video right now. Just click the
Yeah.
like button right there
Yeah,
below.
click that like button.
Exactly.
Tell YouTube that you like coding videos, and you'll be shown more coding
Exactly.
videos.
Exactly.
Hit that like button.
So like the video below. Go ahead and share this, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Very important. 50% of you guys who are actually watch these videos are not subscribed. Like what? Like what? That is insane. 50% of you, right? So make sure you subscribe to this channel. Very
What's up,
important,
Wizard
guys.
Gaming?
I wanna,
What's up, Hindi?
I wanna.
What's up, Priya? BB? Sorry, I'm just
So
reading off the
I wanna
comments,
make sure,
but
guys. Very important, guys. Go ahead and subscribe. Like this video. Let's get this video to 500 likes. We're currently at 239, guys. Let's go. Let's pick it up. Okay. Let's pick it up, guys. So, and one thing, well, I want to ensure, we also got an Instagram handle, so go ahead and tag us on your Instagram post. We got my Instagram right here, Nas. We got Aaron, who's right there, just right
Holy
there.
crap, bro! You're taking so long. Can we just get started? Like,
Yeah, I know, but just just
I know,
you
I'm
know,
kidding,
I
I'm
gotta
kidding. I know,
encourage
I'm just
people to
giving
do
you
stuff.
shit.
Come on.
I know. I'm
All
just
right,
giving
let's
you
get
shit,
to
bro.
it.
I'm
Let's
just.
get to it. You guys ready? Let's
Yeah.
get to it. We'll get to it. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, did you mention the free webinar training?
Yes.
Did we
Well,
do that
see,
yet?
you cut me off. That's
Oh,
the thing.
got it.
You
Yeah,
cut me
yeah.
off. I was about to do that.
Yeah, yeah, guys. Free webinar training in the description if you want to learn how to do JavaScript stuff and learn
Yeah.
how to code React from scratch instead of using GPT-3. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Free
All
webinar
right, let's get
training. Check
started,
it out.
man.
Link in description if you're interested in becoming a JavaScript developer. Some really cool stuff going on. So link in description. Check it out. Okay. All right. Let's get this party started.
Awesome. Dang, you don't perform well under pressure, do you?
What? I'm.
Nothing, nothing.
What are you
All
trying to
right,
say,
so
man?
here,
What are you trying to say,
now-
huh? What are you trying to say? I'm good. I feel great.
Yeah, yeah, we know, Nas.
Yeah, I feel great.
Your confidence is unshakable,
Yeah.
grounded in all solidity.
Guys,
All right. Anyways,
guys,
let's
tell this guy something, guys. Tell this guy. This guy needs to be. I don't know. Tell this guy
Mr.
something.
Bully.
Be like,
Yo, I
yo,
was
Aaron,
on
not
the team
cool.
For you, get the hell out of here, Nas. But, but anyways, yeah. So yeah, this thing GPT-3, is gonna be taking all of our jobs pretty much. What's
Yep.
gonna be doing this is, it's OpenAI's new AI called GPT-3. So OpenAI, if you guys haven't heard of it, OpenAI is actually a open source AI company, and their purpose is kind of to responsibly develop AI so that we don't have an Ultron or a Terminator incident. Because once it hits a certain point, once the AI gets smart enough to like learn faster than humans, and below them are kind of screwed apparently. Like, it's called the singularity. I don't know if it's true or not. Nobody does until it happens, but that's kind of OpenAI. It was founded by Elon Musk and Sam Altman, Sam something, I think his name is. But it was co-founded with Elon in 2015, I think, and they've been working on it since. If you guys have heard about the AI that actually, because there was already AIs that beat like the World Chess Championship and stuff like that, but OpenAI were the guys who actually coded up a bot that beat video gamers. So like the professional world-class video gamers in Dota. I've never played Dota, but it's kind of like League of Legends. Basically coded an AI from these people, and it basically just shat on the world championships.
No,
Like, the
wait. So
pros
this
just,
it
like,
coded
completely
up.
lost.
Hold on.
They're like-
It coded up in a AI game.
Yeah, it's a bot. No. So like
bot.
it's a bot that plays the game, and then when the players were playing against the bots, they were
Okay.
free, because it's like they were like, I can tell it's not human. It's too perfect. They can tell it's not human. It's too
Wow.
smart. It learns faster. It counters
Wow.
everything before they even do it. So
Guys,
they really
we're on the verge of the zombie
Pre-
apocalypse out here.
they
Zombie
all
apocalypse
demolished.
coming soon.
This was, like,
Zombie
a couple years
apocalypse
ago.
coming soon.
It's a couple years ago. I know. Yeah, zombie. Nah, bro. The robot apocalypse. What are you talking about? Zombie apocalypse is already here. That's the corona.
Right, true.
A robot. It's the iRobot. You know, Will Smith. Anyways,
Oh,
dude, we're taking too long. But yeah, so OpenAI did that a couple years ago, but now they're doing some big boy stuff where they're doing some like actual like real stuff instead of just video games. Like, games are cool and they're fun, but I mean, when you're talking about like real AI doing stuff in the real world, like coding or other crazy stuff, then that's when it starts getting really interesting, and the
Right.
applications get
Insane.
insane instead of just like within this one game. Yeah.
Insane
So
stuff.
so let's go on. So what is GPT-3? Because I mean, it just looks like it looks like a car model or something, you know, like, oh, the Nissan GPT-3. Oh my goodness. But
Wow.
so what it actually stands for is General Pre-trained Transformer 3, which makes no sense. I'll
What?
explain it a little bit later, but that's just what it is.
Sounds like a
General
movie or something.
Pre-trained Transformer 3. Yeah, or generic pre-trained Transformer 3, something like that. Yeah, does sound like a movie. Oh god. But pretty much it's an AI that can write code, as you guys saw. So
Okay.
like straight up, like, it can, anything you tell it, you can tell it anything you want, and it'll figure out what you mean, and then it'll just spit out the HTML, the CSS, the everything that you need, the functionality, the buttons, all the math behind it, all the logic, with no syntax errors. Like, it just figures it out. Like, no matter, like, any arbitrary thing you tell it, you can be like, yo, code an app that gives me pictures of watermelons and random stuff, blah blah blah, and it'll just do it. Like look here. So here's a little.
Can you code up an app?
look-
Can you
look
code
at
up? Can you code up an app that will make me thousands of dollars and in terms of stocks?
I mean, I don't think it's that smart yet. If it was, that would be. I mean, if it was that smart, honestly, the AI would be richer than everybody in a few days. You know, because if it could do that, but look here. So this
Go
guy,
ahead.
this is a similar thing. So
Okay.
the guy just types in, he wants a button that looks like a watermelon, and then he clicks generate, and it literally just spits out the
What?
HTML code right there. The correct tag, it's a HTML button tag, and then it even knows what a watermelon looks like, and it
Uh-huh.
has like the color, like it understands what a watermelon looks like just by saying that, and then it'll like actually make a green circle with a pink interior and the word watermelon on it, and it's a button. Like it doesn't do anything because it's like a really simple example, but like it's just a completely random thing. Like you just type in he could even type orange and it would do the same thing. It'd be an orange circle, or apple, it'd be a red circle. Unfortunately, I can't access the code. I'll explain, guys, later why you can't access the code right now. I'm kind of limited to just showing you guys this content I found online. But look, here's another one. So he says, give me some large text that says "Welcome to my newsletter" and a blue button that says "Subscribe," and
No way.
it's pretty fast. I mean, it flashes
way.
pretty quickly. But look, it says boom. Welcome to my newsletter, and the subscribe button. It says subscribe. It
What?
flashes quickly. But yeah,
Man,
dude,
no, I don't like
anything,
this.
dude, anything.
I don't like this, man.
I like it. I
Guys,
like it, dude.
I wanna hear about this, guys. Let us know in the comments. Do you
This is
like this or not?
ridiculous,
Like, I'm
bro.
very curious to actually see this. Like, let me know. So in the comments, put down the thumbs up if you like it. Give me a thumbs up down if you don't like it. Yeah.
How can you like it, dude? Like it's awesome. Like it's innovation. Like stuff is going forward. I mean, some of us might lose our jobs, or we
Yeah,
might just
but-
get faster. You know?
I don't know, man. I'm still questionable on this stuff. I'm still questionable, man.
Yeah. Now
We
it's
got-
a conservative.
Marina, what? Well,
The
we got Aaron.
politics.
We got people like Aaron out here trying to take our jobs. You know, trying to like, oh, you know, let's just all take over our jobs and stuff like that. You know.
Trying to take souls, not jobs, bro. I'm
Hey,
working.
hey,
Is next.
hey.
But anyways, yeah. So those are there.
Mhm.
And then, of course, I already showed you guys this one with the Instagram clone. By just typing in this thing, it just spits out an Instagram clone on mobile. So like it must be doing something. I don't know exactly. I couldn't get the code for this. It was just a snippet I found online.
Right.
And then yeah, the to-do list app again. But yo, it's pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy.
We got
Like-
Frank. We got Frank Hussein. Like, my. Hold on. What? Honestly, I love Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. Oh,
like-
my
it's like-
auntie knew Jackie Chan.
Mind blown.
My auntie knew Jackie Chan. Nas, did you know that?
What?
My auntie knew Jackie Chan.
Your aunt?
They're
Who?
friends.
Your aunt
My
knew Jackie
auntie.
Chan?
Yeah, my family's from Hong Kong, bro.
Oh wait,
That's where,
really?
Jackie Chan.
Oh wow, no way.
I mean, they weren't
okay.
super tight, but like they were kind of like acquaintances or something like that. My mom told me when I was younger, and I was like,
Mm.
That's like a mind blow within a mind blow.
Wow,
this-
guys. Oh man, isn't Aaron? Aaron is so cool. He's trying to say that he's somehow related to Jackie Chan, but really he's not. You guys know that. He's trying to be all cool out here, you know.
Just work on your stuff. But yo, yeah. So I found this, but I found some other stuff too. Like, guys, I found this this Twitter page of this guy who got access to the code because the code is locked because Elon Musk and guys at OpenAI, they don't want just anybody using it because it can be kind of dangerous. So you have to like request access. Like, if you go to the OpenAI website, like they say you can download the API, but you have to like join a wait list here. And
No way. So you
I
can
didn't get
actually,
in.
so you can actually download the code.
Well, no, it's an API. So like you actually have to run this on like a supercomputer, like on a cluster somewhere because it's huge. I'm gonna go into some of the details about how it works later.
Right.
But I'm just showcasing it now about like everything that we know about it and we found. But yeah, you have to join the API waitlist, and then if you get access, then you can actually access their API and use it, which is what those code generators were doing. It was just using the API and then actually running on their cluster, on their supercomputer. But I mean, it's very limited access. Like not everybody gets it. So I applied, but they didn't get back to me. And only a few people did. A few companies did, you know. But so like, yeah.
You know
we
what's
can't
funny?
do
You know what's
anything. But
funny? We got some Elak is like,
What?
he's like, write a program that can help Kaja to remind exact time of starting the stream.
Oh god. Yeah,
guys,
there's always
guys,
some
that
stupid
program will
stupid
that
issues
program will
and-
never be perfect.
Yeah, there's gonna be always new bugs, you know.
You will never know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, streams are just whatever they are. But yeah, anyways, so this guy, Sheriff Shamim, I found him on Twitter. He actually, I don't know how he got access, but he's the CEO at dbuild.co. Okay.
Okay.
He's the actual guy who developed this thing, which is using the API.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah. So Awesome. So yeah, let's just go down and look at some of the things he built. So like, I just want to show you guys that this isn't a spoof. So check
Okay.
this out. Check this out. Okay, so let's
Okay.
see what this one is. There's like 20 of them. Let's go through all of them.
Okay.
So boom, describe your app. A header that says mood tracker.
Okay.
Then a button that says happy, sad, and sleepy. Okay.
Okay.
When I press a button, show text that says, right? Let me go fast. Okay, this is taking forever. Where X is my mood. How do I
Because
zoom
you can
forward?
do 2x speed.
This is a Twitter GIF or something.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know how.
okay. Then you might not be able to do that.
You can just pan here. Let me see. It's taking forever. So look, boom, mood tracker,
What?
happy, sad, sad, sleepy. Right now I am feeling sleepy, and it just like spits out the code. Look, the React code right below.
What?
Look, and then he's just gonna add on where X is an emoji for my mood.
Oh my god.
And I'm feeling, and then he changed. So he's using X, but he's gonna plug in an emoji in place of X here. Okay.
Wow. No.
Right now I'm feeling sad. Look at that, bro.
No.
He literally just types that piece of text in, hits generate, and then it generates the code exactly like it understands you. This
Hold on,
AI
so
understands
when you click on it,
what
does it
you
actually
need.
perform the function when you click on it?
Yes, that's running this code there. Like it's running like bro, like that's what I'm saying. Like
Wow.
the AI understand what you're saying no matter the English you use. Like it understands English so well. Like this makes Siri and Alexa look like freaking babies, like little toys, like child's toys. And this is like a real language processor. This is actually called a natural language processor AI. So that's actually what is under the hood. It can deal with any kind of text, so it understands English and can pump out code because all of it is just English. Even the code isn't English.
Yeah.
Considered English even though it's code, but it's just text. So it can understand how to write any arbitrary text, even emojis, as you saw. Like it can understand how to write anything just through machine learning.
So, okay.
This is your,
Strategically thinking, I'm just kind of curious here, out here.
Okay.
Strategically thinking, like positively thinking.
yeah.
Let us know, guys. What do you think? Like, what would you? Because obviously, this still can replace full on like us, right? We're pretty smart.
No.
Like,
Yeah, not yet.
no,
That was
we're
just-
pretty smart. Like, lucky or not, like we're pretty smart people. We're most people.
Uh-huh.
Aaron can be questionable, but I'm kidding, bro. so we're pretty smart people, right? So this is not be able to replace us, but I think it does. Frank, I think, mentioned actually on here. He mentioned that it can help us out in terms of like it can help us out in terms of making boilerplate stuff. So like boilerplate
Exactly.
code. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
like
like-
do all the dirty work for you. Like
Exactly,
the long, grueling, dirty work.
Like dirty work, or even like not even dirty work, for example. The way I see it, guys, and let us know what you guys think. Like, let us know like what would you use this for, right? If you're thinking of this on a positive more side, okay, instead of the negative side, I would use it for actually thinking personally. Here's what I use it for, because this can be pretty easy. I would use it actually for unit testing.
Ooh.
Yeah,
How would you do that?
easy.
What would
Create a
you do?
unit test for a function, for a class, for let's say for a class car, right?
Okay.
To test a button click on something where when you click the button it should display the text hello world. I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean by like unit testing? Like unit testing to me is like when you're coding an app, you wanna whenever you add in a new line of code, you wanna run it to make sure it doesn't break. to
No,
make sure
no,
you're-
no. What I'm saying, yeah, well, it's a function basically. Unit test is a test separate from your code. It's a code that tests other people's code.
Oh yeah, so you mean like actual like unit test snippets?
Yeah, like
Got it. So,
actually
like,
actual
okay, like,
unit test.
okay.
It would actually code
Yeah.
up unit testing, because this can code up React. It can probably in that case code up anything, Python, right? JavaScript.
That's the real unit testing where you have to like do everything properly and non-sloppily. It's not for me.
Yeah. No, but seriously, I honestly think, guys, what do you think? Give us a thumbs up. If you think this might actually be very useful, because I know I don't like to write unit tests. Nobody likes to write unit tests, but we gotta
That'd be
do it
interesting.
sometimes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
you could like pump it. You could like give it your entire app,
Yeah.
and then you could just be like, test if this function works, and it would write the unit test for that thing. Test if this works. Test if that works. That's interesting, bro. That's
Yeah.
a really cool
And then we got Chino, who says
application of it.
Chino says
Yeah.
use it. Chino says use it to teach code to others.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
too.
that's good too.
Yeah, that's really smart, bro. I mean, we don't have access, but like as soon as it has we have public access to it, then
Yeah.
that's a really cool application.
And Frank is like, if it helps with
Right.
boilerplate code, we can add more value with the business logic and UI. Exactly.
There you go. Yeah, like do the human level stuff that the AI can't quite do yet. We can
Yeah.
take care of all that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
let's just go through a couple more of these, bro, because this is
Let's do
mind
it.
blowing. Like
Let's do
haven't
it.
even seen all of these. I just like skimmed through a few of them.
Let's do it.
But here's this one. What does he type? He says a button that says roll dice and then displays its value. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so a button. There we go. Roll dice,
Wow.
and and it understands to call math.random.
What?
So look. So he types in a button that rolls a dice and displays its value. So how does it know that roll dice needs random?
Mm-hmm.
Like you see what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it associated roll dice with random
No.
and then called the random function. Like it makes these connections through machine learning. It's just really
Narendra,
ridiculous.
thanks so much for the donation.
Oh, we got a
40,
donation?
yes, donation. It says you guys are awesome, ocean of knowledge. Of course, I appreciate your donation very, very much. And you,
Narendra? Thanks, Narendra. Appreciate it.
and you get yourself a really cool sound effect. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, awesome. Super chat. Yeah, the super chat.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. So here, the roll dice, I think he adds something to it.
Mhm.
He says, so you roll dice, display a value as dice,
Mhm.
X, and then 0 to 100, so 100-sided die, okay.
Mhm.
A header that says a button, welcome to GPT Dungeon and Dragons, D&D.
Mhm.
Then a button that says, it takes a little bit because you're accessing the API, and it's running, it's computing, doing all the number crunching. So welcome to GPT D&D. Damn, man.
Wow. Insane stuff, guys. That is
Not a
freaking
single bug in the code.
mind-blowing.
Not a single bug in the code. And I'll explain why there's not a single bug later.
Okay,
I mean,
why?
why we think there's not. We technically don't know how it works. Like only
Mhm.
they know how it works exactly. But we
Mhm.
kind of have like speculations that we can kind of like interpolate exactly what's happening. But let's just keep going for a little bit more. Here,
Mhm.
next one. Let's just like blow people's minds and my
Mhm.
mind too. So an input
Guys.
that says
Go ahead.
enter a to. Okay, we already saw this one. This is the to-do list one.
Okay.
Next, let's go to here. An input that says enter a to do. We just okay. This is a duplicate post. This one
Beast
here.
is like, can we create an AI with an AI?
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask GPT-3 to code GPT-4, and then
No
we'll
way.
see.
What?
It's like GPT-3. Can you code up GPT-4? Thanks.
No way.
I mean, that wouldn't.
Alright.
It doesn't work like that. There's limitations we'll go over later too
Okay.
of this. Like there are a lot of limitations, like actually like inherently in it.
Mhm.
And I'll explain like that stuff, like actually going into like some of the AI theory later. But I'm just like fanboying over this. Look at this. What is this?
Okay.
So a
See it.
button that says add $3 and a button that says withdraw $5 and show me my balance. So it's doing some math.
Add 3 buttons in the button and withdraw $5 and show. Wait, why is it says add $3 but it's withdrawing $5?
It's like a little banking app. So he says if you
Oh,
look
okay,
here,
okay.
if you look here, it
Uh-huh.
says, is there a way I can annotate? Oh yeah, there we go. So if you look right here,
Mhm.
it says a button that says add $3 and a button that says withdraw 5, then show me my balance. So it's just like a little, banking app. So there you go. It says add $3 and withdraw 5. So those are two buttons. But what the cool thing here is it understood that withdraw needs the minus operation in math. Like it made that connection. You know, it's like it knows all this shit. Like
That's
I don't
insane,
even
man.
like what like
I don't.
bro like
This is just some black
yeah,
box
it's
magic
black,
out here.
like black. Look, then he adds more to it. What does he add? Here, I didn't see this part. And a button that says give me all my money, then show me my balance.
Give me all my money.
Give away all my money. Just like resets it. So it understood give away all my money. Okay, so it said okay, give away all my money means make the balance 0. Like
Okay.
like it understands this shit.
Why would
dude.
you want to give away all your money?
I mean, I don't, bro. Like, come on, man. Stop being so practical. It's just, it's blowing my mind. Like, there's even more.
I'm trying to be practical out here.
Oh my god. Okay, what else is here? What else is here? The button that says, we just saw this shit, dude. Come on. Here, another one. So the Google. Oh, this is the first one I saw. This is when I heard about it. It says, describe a layout: the Google logo, a search box, and 2 light gray buttons that say search Google and I'm feeling lucky. So the Google homepage, okay? Accessing API. Accessing API. Oh, wait.
What?
Oh no, I paused the video.
Okay.
Accessing API, and boom!
No.
Look, it created a Google
What?
clone. It created a
No.
Google clone. It
No.
created a React. HTML, no, not even React, just HTML, Google clone, in 2 seconds. What's up, Sonny? What's
What?
up?
What?
Look,
No.
that. Yeah,
Man,
dude,
Sunny's
come
got
on.
guys. Sunny, you got some
That's
competition, my friend.
that's what I'm
You got
saying.
the competition.
Sonny's been
You
doing
got some
some, you know,
competition
some
from
shady
AI.
stuff. Web. And Mike, yeah, Sonny's job is gonna get replaced soon. He's the clone maker. Like, oh my God, like, isn't that mind blowing? I mean, there's more. Look, there's even more. But
Mhm.
I'm not gonna go through all of them. Like, I'll just let you
Mhm.
guys go yourself.
Mhm.
I'll link this in the description. Um, or just yeah, just look up this guy Sharif Shamim on Twitter. Just find his
Mhm.
Twitter,
Mhm.
and you're good to go. But let's get back to the presentation
Mhm.
because I wanna
Yeah.
kind of have
Let's
like a
continue
general
on.
flow of
Continue
what's
on.
happening. But
Yeah.
that's what it can do. This AI can literally code whatever you tell it. Like you literally just talk to it like a human, and then it understands what you're saying. Only works in English right now, I believe. And then and just does what it says, like
Yeah. Yeah.
like what you say. Like it's like
Yeah.
again, my uncle Jackie Chan.
Your
Oh,
uncle, Uncle Jackie Chan.
crazy. Yeah, it's my uncle, bro.
You wish.
Yo, you being racist?
You wish he
You
was
being
your Uncle Jackie Chan.
racist right now?
I'm not
The
being
Chinese are
racist. I'm
taking
just
over, man.
no. I'm just
Chinese are
saying.
taking
I'm
over.
just saying the truth out here, man.
All right, got it. Okay, well, so actually, it's not even just for code. This thing
Mhm.
can actually do anything text based.
Mhm.
So it's not even like it can actually write poems. It can talk to itself. It
Okay.
can do everything Siri and Alexa um, text based, and
Mhm.
it'd be very simple. Yo, my man, silence your phone.
Go ahead. Sorry. Yeah. My bad. My bad.
But it can literally, as long as you can like voice out what the text is saying, you can actually turn this into like a Siri Alexa that's way better just by having it speak. It doesn't speak, it is only text based, but it's
Mhm.
very simple to go from text to speech because that's what
Mhm.
Alexa and Siri does.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, like I said, it's a much smarter Siri or Alexa.
Got
So
it.
why don't we go over a couple of those things? Like
Let's do it.
okay, or here, let's go to this one first. So I don't know if you guys can even read this. It might be too small.
Yeah. I
Um,
think they can read it, guys. They can read it. I'm sure they
Read
can.
it. So what this is this is GPT-3 talking to itself.
By the way, guys, 400 likes right now on this video. That is epic. We have 400 likes. We have almost 500 people watching. Let's go, guys. Keep hitting that like button. Smash it more as much as you can. But anyways, let's keep going.
Actually, before I show you this, it makes more sense. So I found this other article here from The Verge. Okay, so a college student at Berkeley, he was able to get one of the PhD students there. Like he couldn't get access to GPT himself when it came out. Like you have to like again, you have to go to the wait list here, and then you have to like get in, and blah blah blah. And they only let a few people in. But a PhD student at Berkeley actually got access. They got approved to use it.
No
And
way.
this other college student at Berkeley was like, "Yo, like let me use it. I want to do this thing." So what he did is he
Uh-huh.
used GPT to write fake blog posts.
What?
And then,
Really?
yeah, he created a fake blog, like legit. And like, no, when I show you it, it literally looks like a human wrote it. It's like, it's original writing. It's
Okay.
100% original writing that has never existed on the internet before.
Okay.
It wrote shit and then it's coherent. Like, it makes sense. It's
Wow.
crazy.
Okay. Do we have
He
any
wants to,
examples?
yeah, so going through here, he said he just wanted to prove that AI could pass as a human writer.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you guys didn't know, if something can pass as a human, if a computer can fool a human into thinking it's a human, then it passed something called the Turing test, which is based on Alan Turing, who actually invented the first computer in World War II. A little bit of history there. So if it passed the Turing test, then it basically says, okay, this computer is intelligent enough to pass the Turing test. So like that's what he was trying to do here.
Okay.
So the dude's name is Liam Poor. Okay, something about MIT. I don't know. Something's blah blah blah. But anyways, here's the blog post. Here's the actual blog post. Okay, this is one of the first blog posts. Here's a sample. So what he did is he gave him the title, and then it wrote the blog post. So he said the way this AI works is you give it some seed text, and then from there it interpolates what comes after. It's like,
What
yo,
do you mean by
okay,
seed text? What does seed text mean?
so like he seeded something. So in this case, he seeded the title. So the title is feeling unproductive. Maybe you should stop overthinking. He gave the AI this, and then it wrote a blog post. Here, let me read some of you to it.
Okay,
So he
let's do it.
literally gave it this, feeling unproductive. Maybe you should stop overthinking.
Okay.
It got the picture. It got the picture. Okay. And then here, let me start reading what the AI wrote.
Okay.
In order to get something done, maybe we need to think less. Seems counterintuitive, but I believe sometimes our thoughts can get in the way of the creative process. We can work better at times when we tune out the external world and focus on what's in front of us. I've been thinking about this lately, so I thought it would be good to write an article about it. So what exactly does this mean? Well, for starters, let's start with some definitions. And then it actually has like two structured definitions here. Definition one, creative thinking is the act of using your mind to come up with ideas that are not already present in the reality or that you've never existed before. It is a blah,
Uh-huh.
blah, blah, blah. Like, look how long this is. They wrote this whole thing.
Holy.
The possibilities are endless. The important thing is to keep an open mind and try new things. Don't just limit yourself to one form of creative thinking. Expand your mind and explore all the possibilities that are out there. I wish you the best of luck on your journey. I hope that your achievement of achieve all of your dreams. Fin.
Oh
And
my.
it even stole this because a lot of bloggers use Fin as like finished. So it learned that from other bloggers, and then it now understands how to write blogs. So bloggers, you lost all your jobs too. It's not just us coders. All authors, J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter, you're screwed.
Wow.
It can even write poetry. It can write poetry. It can write novels.
Guys.
It can write like it can
That
write anything. It's like what? What
honestly,
is
I am
happening?
I'm speechless right now, man. I am
It wrote
legitimately
that.
speechless right now.
It wasn't copy and pasting like little things from the internet. It literally wrote everything word by word through machine learning. Literally everything word by word. Just like the code, it literally wrote each line of code,
And it sounds
variable by variable, line by line, semicolon by semicolon. Literally,
what?
it understands.
Dude.
All it's doing is saying, okay, if I have this, like, here's one example of when I was looking
Uh-huh.
into it about how it works.
Mhm.
It says when it sees the word fire,
Mhm.
okay, it's more likely to be followed by truck,
Mhm.
okay, because fire truck, than it is to fire to be followed by fan. So like fire truck is more likely than fire fan because fire fan isn't a thing. It doesn't exist. As you can see right here, I think this is where it was. It says, yeah, so like fire truck and fire alarm are much more likely than fire lucid or fire elvish, which makes sense. It's
Mhm.
just like a very basic machine learning principle, but they just basically made this thing so they trained it so deeply. I'm gonna explain why it's so powerful.
Mhm.
They just gave it so much of this predictive ability that it can do any arbitrary text-based processing and it can actually speak and pass as a human, which
Mhm.
is ridiculous. As a developer, as a
Mhm.
blog post writer, as a
Mhm.
fucking poet, it can
Mhm.
pass as a human. It doesn't matter what
No.
it is. So
No.
like this is one step. This is one step towards getting closer to the general intelligence of
Oh
like being
man.
able.
See
Um,
that's what I always thought. So it's interesting that like I've always that's where I've always thought that things can be a little bit like, I don't know what to
like
say. I don't know what to say, man. I'm done.
Elon Musk was right, bro. That's
I'm
what it
done.
is. He's right to be scared about
I'm
AI. Like
done.
it's coming to take all our jobs
Because
and our lives.
he was scared. Remember. I don't know if you guys remember, but remember that when with the whole thing when he came up with the AI or some kind of AI, and he released it, but then he's like, yeah, AI is scary. We need to really look after this and really need to look at what's going on, because this stuff can get really dangerous through time. And so I've always thought, personally, me,
I mean watermelon buttons, but like okay, go on.
yeah, but no, but no, okay, but okay. Okay, watermelon buns are not gonna do anything, but
That's what you think, bro.
but
That's
the
what you.
blogging,
Yeah,
that is some crazy shit.
yeah. You could even like train it like to have like a writer like in somebody's voice, and then you could like do like how like they have like machine learning like deep fake video content, and you can like fake their voice, fake the
Mhm.
video. And now they can fake the writing. So like you can literally completely impersonate somebody and capture their personality and everything, the way they look, the way they sound, the way they write, and then
Yeah.
like use machine learning to like completely represent that person and create content after that person is dead. So we could literally bring Shakespeare back to life. Like we could have his face, have everything, and just have him write like Shakespeare from learning from his previous
Wow.
his previous.
Wow.
It's
You know what's funny?
ridiculous.
Somebody said like Tic Tac said, like, hey, your both faces match 80% similar. I'm like, I'm not sure how similar our faces are, but but that's pretty funny. But in any case, like
Yeah.
what I've always
Okay,
thought.
okay, we're both handsome dudes now.
I
So don't
know,
worry about it.
I know.
My head's a little bit big, but it's fine.
By the way, so I've always thought. By the way, guys, 484 likes, guys. Let's get that 500. Come on, keep it going, keep it going. Help us out here. So,
Nice.
but I always thought that's what I always delivered or changed kind of about what's it called? That's what I've always thought about like AI, right? I think AI, yes, it can do repeatable things, but I always thought that in terms of creative work, that would be up to us. But that seems like I'm wrong on here, because the creative process here on this block is just so good. Like,
Yeah.
let us know in the guys. What do you think about this blog? That was actually a very well written blog. Like, I would read that.
Scary, right?
I would read
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, right? It's basically it's cool. Okay, so let me explain. Let's just continue in the presentation, and then I'm gonna make some addendums to that. So I wrote that blog post, but here's another thing. Here's GPT talking to itself. So they just had it, and they just keep feeding the messages back to each other, and now it's conversating with itself. So let me read this out. So let's start. So GPT chat person one. Person one. You can talk about all of these human beings that are greedy, and you can talk about how the stock market is a system of corruption, but that's a failure of the human experience. And then it counters with artificial intelligence has no greed. It's an advantage over humans. It's able to generate wealth.
Wow.
And it responds, AI will always be at the advantage over human beings. And then it responds, AI has no emotions, no greed. So like one is like fighting for AI, the other one's defending AI. So it's kind of creepy. Like it's defending its stance. Like AI has no greed. It's an intelligent algorithm. Humans are too emotional. But then it flips. So now both sides are like fighting. And they want to hold on to something. They want to hold on to their money, but they don't want to invest. Talking shit about humans. That's where human beings fail because they can't see the future. They can't understand the way the world really is.
What?
It's very dangerous for a human being to try to predict the future because you don't really know how the world works. But AI can see the future. It can predict the future. It can create an optimal future. So it's
What?
kind of like it's literally the conversation it had with itself.
What?
It's kind of creepy. Like where did this come from? I mean, honestly, like it's probably learned because a lot of people like talk about these topics. So it probably learned like when you're talking about AI, go down this route of AI is dangerous, and that's why it sounds like AI is being dangerous. It's like it's not. This isn't sentient. I just want to be very very clear. This AI is not a sentient AI. It's not actually an AI. It's just a very very clever kind of text predictor and understander where it can spit out arbitrary text in any way and understand it.
So this,
but it doesn't.
hold on,
It can't think. It can't reason.
So I just want to
it's
retract
not
this
gonna
back.
think both,
So guys, I don't know if you know, but so this chat was written by AI
yeah.
between two AI or with just one AI.
The same just two copies of GPT-3
Two guys, and they're both talking to each other.
in a creepy kind of way. Like it's kind of creepy when you, like they're talking about like how AI has no emotions. There's no greedy.
What?
There's no greed. AIs
What?
can't be greedy. Humans are too emotional. This is where human beings fail. Like the end is coming,
Oh,
guys. The
man.
apocalypse is coming.
This is why this is why I'm saying I don't like this. This is why
So-
we gotta be careful with this stuff. Because you gotta.
I know, man.
I mean, if they're already talking about how the human beings are not perfect, I mean we're not perfect, but like humans are too emotional. They've got something
Yeah.
planned. They've got
I
something
know,
planned.
bro. Like all this exists, so when AI is smart enough, it can go back into history on the internet and find all this information and stuff.
Wow.
So let's just pray that all the green lights, like on my laptop right now, the webcam is going. It has a little green light. Let's just pray it stays green, because when it turns red, we're fucked. When that shit turns red.
It's like from the iRobot. You know what I'm talking about? From the iRobot.
Yeah, exactly. iRobot. Just make sure, like Wally. You think he's nice until the light turns red, and then you're screwed.
Somebody
Or Hal from
said
Space Odyssey.
Burhan said Elon is part of clever programmer. Maybe you don't know that. Maybe I'm Elon. Maybe Aaron is Elon. I don't know.
We're
Maybe we're AI. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can abstract that, bro, to like some level, because like the idea behind AI is and consciousness is like if you guys have heard of Gödel Escher-Bach, this guy was kind of like he was a cognitive scientist, which is like a branch of artificial intelligence, or kind of like a sub or a super branch or superset of it.
Okay.
About how like brains come to be conscious, because like the earth was just freaking rocks at one point and lava.
Yeah.
How did we go from lava to humans? Like when was the first cell, like when was the very first creature that came from just the rocks and like the nitrogen and the water and everything?
Right.
And then like every single step from that point all the way up to humans, at what point did consciousness come? So this book goes over like how that process came to be, going from rocks up to the first cells, up to the smallest things, and every step up into humans. And like, okay, because we're humans, we're conscious. But the idea is that consciousness is a thing. It's like a loop. It's not like we are not ourselves, actually, because every 7 years, every cell in your body dies and changes out. So 7 years ago, you were 100% a different person. You were made up of different cells 7 years ago. 7 years in the future, you'll be made up of completely different cells in your
Right.
body. Every single cell in your body will be 100% different.
Well, I mean, we got cells
And
regenerating
so-
everything in time. every single
Exactly.
time.
Which means that we are not actually the cells that make us up. We're just the pattern of the things going on in our brains. We're just the pattern of data going through our brains in some kind of structure. We're not actually our bodies. Our bodies don't actually matter, which means you can actually theoretically implant your same patterns and stuff in your brain into a different body, a clone, and it could still be you. It would still think it's you.
Yeah.
There would just be two of you because you're not actually your body. But
Yeah.
so the idea is that they tie that to artificial intelligence because you don't need a computer. It's just some kind of connection of
Yeah.
connection of things. It's like a brain, like a network. So some
Well,
people like to argue that the internet is actually conscious because there's so many different connections and stuff, and it's like it can think on its own, which I think is
Yeah.
kind of BS. But
yeah.
I mean, it's just like
I mean, honestly,
and
here's the. I don't know.
we're
So,
going
have
on.
you guys ever heard of? So, this is really interesting. I see. Have you heard of? Have you seen? So Elon Musk went on to an interview, not an interview, but a podcast, Joe Rogan
Yeah.
podcast, right?
Oh yeah, seen those.
And there he talked about how they already have a chip, AI
Oh,
chip,
Neuralink, yeah, the
Neuralink chip
chip.
that will
Yeah.
actually, and hold on, listen to this. It will actually go ahead and it can fix any problems you got. So, for example,
brain.
in
Yeah.
your brain. So let's say, for example, you have, for example, like ADHD. It can fix that. Let's say, for example, you're deaf and you can't hear. It can fix that. Let's say, for example, you can't walk, right? It can
You
fix
can't
that.
use your legs if you're paraplegic. You can't use your legs. You're in a wheelchair like
It
Stephen
will
Hawking.
bring all those connections back, which is just simply mind freaking blown, man. Right?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
say,
it does it by. I think it says like all he does is like you have like little quarter-sized chip on your skull.
yeah, no,
implanted,
they
right?
will actually implant like a chip, like they'll actually like cut up
Yeah.
the skull. No,
Yeah,
no, no,
it's like they call the little hole in the skull, right?
Yeah.
And they put like a little chip
and
there,
they put a chip in there.
and then they have wires going into the brain to the
No,
perfect spot,
no
right?
wires, no wires, no wires at all.
There was wires, bro. I listened to the
No.
podcast.
Man,
Okay,
I listened to the-
everybody, go watch the Joe Rogan, Elon Musk podcast, the most recent one, and go find out that Elon Musk does mention wires going into the brain, and come back to this comment section and prove
Okay,
Nas wrong.
all right, and prove me wrong. Prove me
Yeah,
wrong.
I'll check it tomorrow. I'll check it
Prove
tomorrow.
me
But no,
wrong.
no,
Come at me,
trust-
bro. Come
no,
at me, bro.
He said literally they have wires going in the brain to the exact perfect spot in the brain, whatever problem you have. Like if you're blind, go to the visual cortex. If you're go to your motor system place, wherever, I don't know what this is. Or if you have memory issues, if you have Alzheimer's, go to the hippocampus for your memory. And then you just put wires, and then you have a little node there that goes to the perfect spot, and then you just have counter pulses. Or like people with epilepsy, right? Same thing. Then you can like give counter pulses to like prevent a seizure from coming because you can sense it coming at the right spot, and then stuff like that. So you can like actually put it into your brain. So that's kind of scary because with AI together, now AI can actually start manipulating our brains if we have these like in our freaking they can actually make us start feeling.
It can make you smarter, right? You know, it can make Aaron, faster if he wants to run faster. I don't know.
No, I'm the exception. It's not possible. But
Oh, it's not possible to make you faster.
no. I'm already at the fastest, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's what you think.
I'm like the Flash.
Oh yeah, guys, we're gonna have
But
a
getting on a tangent, bro.
competition.
Let's get back to GPT-3
All right,
because
let's go.
this
Let's do it.
coding
Yeah,
stuff,
but
you
no,
know?
but this is very interesting. This is just very interesting, I think, right?
It is. It's interesting. Yeah, it's just a casual live. But anyways, let's continue on. So yeah, like I said, unfortunately the code isn't publicly available. I tried to get access, but I couldn't. A few people did. But yeah, for free of misuse. So everybody knows Elon doesn't like AI. He's kind of scared of it. That's why he founded OpenAI. But now he created this because he was scared of AI. So there's kind of a dichotomy there. Like it's kind of paradoxical, but or contradicting. But yeah, to quote Elon Musk, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. Elon Musk. Kind of.
Wow.
But yeah, like I said, if you want
Wow.
to check it out, this is the OpenAI, and then to request access, you go to the wait list. I'll pop this in here if you guys want to see if you can get access. Maybe somebody actually will. I don't know their criteria
Will
for
we have the
approving people.
will we have the links to this stuff?
Yeah, it's not in the description yet, but after the stream is done, I'll pop it all in there. I'm not gonna do it now.
Yeah. So guys, after the stream is done, we'll make sure to put the link in the description. Okay, so you guys can
I'll
check
put
this stuff out.
all this stuff, every single
Yeah.
video, the Twitter, everything.
Yeah.
But let's just keep going on
Yeah.
the presentation. So, yep. So I don't have access to the code, so that's why I've limited to showing you these videos and the Twitter clips and everything, just because I want to showcase the power. We're just kind of like riffing on it and talking, but I can't give you a live demo, unfortunately. Wish I
Yeah.
could. Maybe in the future, when if it does go public, that'll be awesome. Maybe we can make a cool video on it, like actually like pushing the limits and be like, hey,
Yeah.
Sonny, you're about to lose your job. But
Or
let's
maybe we
continue.
just make our own, you know?
Yo, so I want to talk about how this actually works. So apparently, this thing ate the entire internet, like literally, like a freaking sandwich. Okay, so the GPT-3, literally what it did is it went through literally all the text publicly available on the entire freaking internet, everything, and it ate it. It just fucking ate it. Like it ate it, like it consumed it. So Wikipedia, everything, every single Wikipedia page eaten, every
Wow.
single Google search eaten, every single scholarly paper, every single piece of code on GitHub that is publicly available eaten. The entire internet, it ate everything. Okay.
Okay,
And
when
by
you say eat,
eight,
when you say
that's just a
eat,
joke.
when you say eat, what do you
I
mean
mean,
it's
I
eating?
mean, it read and processed everything and used all of that data as its training data for machine
Got it.
learning. So
Got
that's
it.
why it's so robust in its writing because
Mhm.
it's literally read every piece of text that exists on the internet, so it can actually understand what coherent text means, what coherent code is, because it's read all of it and can see the patterns. So it can be like, okay, um, the likelihood of following x, like if like in code, like we could like x equals 5, like
Mhm.
it could say, okay, for x, usually after x, since it's such a common variable name, the chance of equal sign following it is pretty high.
Mhm.
So it might put an equal sign, and then after that it's like, okay, a number is pretty likely, so x equals 3 or something like that. And
Mhm.
it goes through everything, and it just learned. And this took like a long time and a lot of computation power to do.
Mhm.
I'll mention about how they did it in a little bit, but
Mhm.
basically it ate everything, dude. Ate fucking everything.
Wow.
Like Patrick.
Wow. Dude,
Like
that's insane to me. But okay, when you we guys,
yeah.
just so you know, when he says eat, then you literally just eat like what I'm eating right now. But it's so funny. Somebody just mentioned, are you not there's somebody mentioned in the comments like, hey Naz, are you snacking? I'm like, yes I am. I'm snacking. I'm snacking out here. But anyways, so what literally happened is it didn't eat, but basically it engulfed, it downloaded all the information, and then learned. It used that information as training data. Because in
Mhm.
AI, when you, for example, the way AI works is from real world experiences, just like we humans learn from real world experiences, right? Our
Yep.
brain at the end of the day is just a very complex AI system.
Mhm.
It's a very complex AI system, and it learns from experiences, from seeing different things and so forth. And so the same thing happened with this specific application, where literally you just engulfed everything onto the internet, the blogs, everything, and next thing you know,
Mhm.
boom, voila, you got an AI system that can build applications, write blogs.
Blogs.
Next thing you know,
Mhm.
can become
Write
people.
poetry. Can
Like,
talk. It got all the public chats available, and now can chat with itself about any
mm-hmm.
topic.
Wow. And so at some point, hold on.
Yeah.
At some point, let me think now. At some point, this will also be able. I
Yeah,
know.
Patrick. Yeah, Patrick.
This is me right here. No, right here. Right here. Yeah.
Here, okay. Actually, wait 1 second.
What? Nas.
There we go.
There's Nas right there,
Yeah,
guys.
this is a homemade meme. I had to pop the text on it myself, of
Oh my
course.
god, it's funny.
Homemade memes are the best ones.
Oh yeah, oh
So
yeah, oh yeah.
back to GPT-3.
Oh yeah. That's
Anyways, but
hilarious.
yeah, it ate the whole internet. I don't know what that means, but it's crazy. And when I say the whole internet, like you guys would be surprised how much data that actually is. So let's get into that next. So the whole internet, that's everything you can find on Google and
Mhm.
then some. So read this. And this is from 2017. So this
Okay.
is even like old. It says Google does not hold the biggest of data centers, but it still handles a huge amount of data. So Google isn't even the majority of the internet, like the whole dark web and everything. There's a lot of
Mhm.
servers that aren't on Google that can't be accessed by Google that aren't
Yeah.
popped up by a search engine.
Okay.
So a lot of people think Google and internet is the same because you can find everything on Google. That is not true.
Yeah.
So it knows every possible thing you can find on Google. It is in there. It ate all of that,
Wow.
and then it ate a shit ton more
Wow.
data. Like
So
that's how much data it went through is what I'm saying. Like this is like most cutting edge, state of the art. This is the biggest AI thing, machine learning project I think anybody has ever done ever.
wow.
It's crazy. So data center here, this is what the data centers at Google probably look like. They're like big super databases of like just like terabytes up there,
Wow.
terabyte. And it says a data center normally holds petabytes to exabytes of data. I think petabytes
Petabytes?
is after, yeah, I think
That's
petabytes is right after terabytes.
That's like a
So
thousand. That's
terabytes,
like 1,000 terabytes.
Yeah, and then exabytes is 1,000 petabytes. So that's a million terabytes. 1 exabyte is a million terabytes
Oh
of
wow.
data.
Wow.
So Google currently processes over 20 petabytes of data per day through an average of 100,000 MapReduce jobs spread across its massive computing clusters. So MapReduce is just a way to crunch data, and you kind of
Mhm.
like run number crunch, and then you find out what you want. Because like when you search a term, how does it search all that data to find your search results? That's what's happening with MapReduce. We're not
Mhm.
going to go into the algorithm, but basically a shit ton of information of data is there, and this is just Google. So it ate
Mhm.
everything plus more.
Wow.
So it's ridiculous.
Wow.
So GPT-3 has it knows everything on the internet, everything. So yeah, I also want to talk about GPT itself. The reason why this is so groundbreaking is GPT. Just to quote Aaron, about 2 hours ago, GPT shits on everything else so far. Aaron Bernath, Elon's son. But yeah, I found
And
this little graph here.
Jackie Chan's nephew.
Yeah, if Elon Musk and Jackie Chan had a son, that would be
Oh
that
my
would be me.
god.
Yeah, half Chinese, half white. But anyways, Um, here, this is a graph of each one of these is a different machine learning model based on text, so a natural language processor. So NLP stands for natural language
Mhm.
processor.
Yep.
Not, it's not neural linguistic programming. That's another thing. Don't get it confused with neural linguistic programming. That's a
Mhm.
social kind of thing about how your brain learns through
Mhm.
repetition.
Mhm.
This is natural language processing, different. So, and these are pre-trained models in the sense that they were trained with machine learning, and
Mhm.
then now we can just like pass stuff through it, and then it can just like use those learned numbers to actually spit out stuff.
Mhm.
So, as you can see here, I don't know when these are created, but these are, yeah, this axis is in millions. So
Uh-huh.
the
So it's
parameter
12
size,
million, for example. 12 million, 18 million,
yeah,
66
parameters.
million.
So yeah, yeah. But the way machine learning works is a neural net will have a bunch of nodes, okay? And each
Okay.
of those nodes have the number, and then you just pass stuff through, and then it can like the numbers will change things, and then it'll eventually understand, go from like your input to your output. So like
Okay.
for example, for images, you would have like when we train stuff, if you guys done the face detection app and stuff,
Mhm.
it'll have all the nodes and it'll have all the numbers in there.
Mhm.
And then when you pass them an image, it'll go through all the nodes and numbers, and at the end, it'll give you a yes or no. So that's the input is image, the output is yes or no, if it's a face or not. So that's kind of like what is like in each of those nodes is considered a parameter.
Mhm.
So GPT-3 has 175 billion parameters.
Mhm.
Okay,
Holy
it's just a
shit.
random number, like you don't understand. But if you look at the first one, this one had a measly 12 million, and when each of these came out, everybody thought they were huge. It's like you started with 12 million parameters. Like think about it, a neural network with 12 million numbers. Like it's a
Wow.
list of 12 million numbers, and each of
Wow.
those 12 million numbers is doing a little small calculation on the input data and making you one step closer to your output data.
Wow.
So this one had 12 million, which is a shit ton.
Wow.
And then they're like, holy crap. Then they went up to 18 million, then 66 million. That was a huge jump. People were going crazy. Okay, this debert, I don't know what these are. To be honest, I don't know when these happened. Then 110 million, then 125 million, 340 million, and then eventually, then OpenAI came about, and then I think a couple years ago, OpenAI came out with GPT-2. Okay,
Mhm.
GPT-2,
Mhm.
which had 1500 million,
Mhm.
aka 1.5 billion
Mhm.
parameter, and
Mhm.
that was the biggest one to date because they jumped from 355 million to
Mhm.
1.5 billion, and GPT just shot on everybody. They're like, haha, this is funny.
That's like
So
five. That's like four times more.
yeah, yeah. So like it was basically doing the same things as what we're doing is like natural language processing. It was doing like predictive text and stuff like
Got it.
this.
Got it. Mhm.
Um, but it was state of the art at the time. I think a couple years ago.
Mhm.
And then Google came out with their T5 NLP pre-trained model, which had
Mhm.
11 billion, and they're like, holy crap, this is 10
Mhm.
times bigger. Okay. And then Microsoft came out with Turing NLG. Again, remember the Turing test is a test where if it can pass as a human, it passes the Turing test. So they called it Turing NLG appropriately. That had 17 billion parameters, which is another huge leap because it almost doubled the 11 billion.
Mhm.
And then and OpenAI and Elon Musk was like, screw you guys. We're creating GPT-3. Literally an order of magnitude, okay, from
Oh
17
man.
billion to 175 billion. Like this is 10 times bigger. Like it just shot up
Oh
and it just
man.
shat on everything. So this, as you can see, this is the perfect example of exponential growth.
Hmm.
So in other words, yeah, we're fucked. The robot
In other
apocalypse is
words,
coming
Elon screwed us over. That's what Elon did.
by trying to save us.
Exactly.
He's curing global warming. He's solving the supervolcano and asteroid risk problem by getting us on Mars. But then he's also trolling us with artificial intelligence. Like this guy is jacked. I
Just
don't
like,
know.
just like, honestly though, just like Elon shit and everything with the Tesla, I think
Yeah.
Elon's gonna shit and everything with the AI. Honestly, that's like
Yeah.
literally, like
Yeah, he's such an inspirational figure. Like all the best go to him. So like he
yeah,
has the ability, he has the most leverage to build the most badass team.
yeah,
Like more than everybody. Like he's now the fourth richest person in the world. The only people in front of him are Bezos, Bill Gates,
yep,
and Mark Zuckerberg.
yeah,
So he's number
insane.
four.
Yeah,
And honestly, I feel like he's gonna pass everybody. He's gonna be the first trillionaire. He's gonna be the world's first trillionaire.
probably,
Like easy.
probably,
He's,
probably.
Bezos is his only real competition because he also has the space company.
Yep.
But even then, he doesn't have a electric car company. You know, he doesn't
Mhm.
have this AI company. The same. I mean, I guess it's Amazon, so
Mhm.
they have some shit. But now
Yeah.
Elon is gonna,
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna do some crazy stuff in the next 20 years.
By the way, guys, I just want to really quickly like, point something out here. We got Kazi in the chat. Kazi in the chat. Kazi, say hi in the chat.
Oh, what's up?
You just put in the chat. He's like, Kazi is out here like, yo guys, Kazi here. My girlfriend has just dropped her first YouTube video on working out from home. It's epic. Go show
Nice.
some love. Nas, push the vid, guys. I just saw Amberly's first video on working out, and it is insane. So good, guys. It is so good. Check out, the link is in bio, guys. Drop the link, not bio. Drop the link in here in the comments so for everybody to check it out, guys. Especially as developers, guys. You guys need to work out. You guys need to move around. You know,
Yeah,
you
during
guys need to
quarantine.
go ahead and make sure your body's is trained and is healthy, and that's what Amberly is here to do. She's gonna keep you healthy, and she's gonna keep you so well. I don't know how do I say this. So well trained,
In shape,
in shape. There we go.
athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kazi spent
you
about
know,
10 hours of editing, and her and him
10
spent
hours
about
editing.
10 hours of editing this video,
Goodness.
shooting it and putting a lot of love into it, guys. So just want to say, check it out. It's in the chat. Go ahead, Kazi, and drop it in the chat so that everybody can see it, and then we're gonna continue on with this. But just want to say, it was an epic video. Amberly, awesome job, and let's keep this moving. Let's go.
Nice. I was gonna find it and pull it up, but
Oh, I don't know. I
Don't
can't.
know
Hold
where-
on, because I
don't know where it is.
screenshotted it. Hold on.
Hold on. Wait, let me see if I can just find it. Just looking for clever programmer.
I got it, actually. I got this.
Yeah, it's gone. I don't know where it is. But
I got this. Hold on, I got this. Boom, right there. I put it in there as well. All right, guys.
Nice.
Sweet. So,
okay.
so let's continue on with what we're talking about here, which is. Oh
Yeah.
wait, Jason. Jason has just made a donation. Thanks so much. Hold on, let me
Jason
make sure.
Francis.
Jason
Thank
Francis.
you, bro. Appreciate that.
Thanks
He
so
called us
much.
lads. Is that a good word or a bad word?
Appreciate the work. Lads are just guys. They're like, guys, you are cool. Lads are
Appreciate
cool
the work,
guys.
lad.
Lads are cool guys.
Cool guy or cool guys? Is it plural or
It's a
singular?
plural, man. There's an S in the end.
I know what it means, bro. I'm just trying to trigger you, and it worked.
Man.
Anyways. All right, let's.
Man,
let's
if only I can cuss in this video real nicely.
I mean, I already did. Are we not allowed to cuss on YouTube?
Well, I mean, we try to keep it civil sometimes, you know. Sometimes we try,
Ah,
but
shit. Okay.
ah, fuck.
Let's keep going. But yeah, so GPT shits on everything else so far.
Mhm.
Gotta put the emphasis on the shit.
Okay,
part.
let's continue. Let's
Shits
continue.
on
Let's
everything else so
continue on.
far.
Let's continue on.
And, but yeah, so pretty much going back to here, all of these little ones, okay,
Mhm.
like 12 million parameters, all the way up to even the 1.5 billion, you could actually run it on your own laptop. Like it was just barely strong enough to like run it. You could run the whole thing on your computer. But then when you started getting up to these two, questionable, and then when we got to this big GPT-3, like it's impossible. You cannot run it on your own computer. You need some kind of cluster. So you
Yeah.
need like multiple. You need multiple processors and maybe even graphics cards or whatever, all in parallel, running number crunching all the data for it to even work in a reasonable amount of time. A lot. So you could even run it on like supercomputers, so like huge clusters like this.
Mhm.
But yeah, you just need to run it on such a big thing. Which comes, I mean, like the fact that you need to run it on this, like it costs a lot of money too. Like all the electricity and all the everything to run this, like
Mm-hmm.
just to have this OpenAI thing exist, it takes a lot of money and a lot of energy and a lot of time and a lot of compute power.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it kind of leads me to the idea of like, okay, so how the hell did it do this? Like how were they able to literally read all of this stuff on the internet? Like when you put in any search term on the internet, there's literally like millions or billions of like results,
Mm-hmm.
okay, of stuff, and that's just from one word. And I'll go
Mm-hmm.
over every single search possible, and that's all of Google. And then Google is only a subset of everything on the internet. So how did it eat everything like within 2 years and process all of it and actually learn from it? Because
Yeah.
reading it is very different from processing it and learning from it. Okay?
Right.
So how it did this is something called transformers.
What? Hey. Hiya.
Oh, Optimus
Hiya.
Prime.
Hiya.
Whoosh.
Ha.
No, but seriously, it's actually called Transformers. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know too much about this to be honest, but I did a little bit of research. I found the Wikipedia page right here. It's a machine learning model. So let's actually just pull up the Wikipedia page. I have it
Guys,
open.
before we look at here, just want to say, Suhash, thanks so much for donation. Really appreciate
Yeah,
it, man. It was 40. God, I keep forgetting what the name of this dollar
rupees.
sign is.
Is it the
Rupees?
Indian?
Maybe it's
If
rupees.
it's Indian, it's rupees, I think.
Right,
Yeah.
rupees it is. So to appreciate it. Thanks so much for the awesome
Thank you,
donation.
Sujesh. Sujesh Jose. Appreciate
Yup.
that. Beautiful beach photo as your profile photo.
Yeah, I like it.
And he has the hey you emoji. Hey
Yeah.
you, right
By the way,
back.
guys, 600 likes. Let's go. Insane stuff. 600 likes. We're
All right.
still almost 400 people watching. Let's keep this going.
All right, let's keep going. So yeah, so this is GPT-3, the Wikipedia article.
Mhm.
I mean, a lot. It's very wordy. I'm not going to read this out. You can check it out if you want to, if you guys have it already.
Mhm.
But pretty much, if you go down, you can see that the way I was able to do this was it was based on a new deep learning machine learning model introduced in 2017 called the Transformer. So in 2017, well, first of all, the Transformer movie came out in 2017, so that's that's a fun fact. The
Mhm.
Revenge of the Fallen. Um, but no, there's a thing called a transformer, a machine learning model in 2017 that they developed, and I already looked into it and I researched it a little bit. But basically, the idea is in a lot of machine learning stuff, you have to like read all the data sequentially. You have to order it and you have to like go through it step by step and learn as you go and like in
Mhm.
order in one like
Mhm.
one pass through everything. But a transformer, what it allows you to do is it allows you to actually, you don't need to go through it in order. You can go through the data in any order you want. You can go through it backwards. You can start in the middle and go out from the sides. You can start in 20,000 different points and then go in random directions. You just read, unparse all the data together like it's like a
Mhm.
uh, like a drop in a pool. You just start somewhere and you can just spread out. You don't have to like go through like line by line.
Gotcha.
Um, so they developed this. I don't know how it works under the hood completely, but basically the reason this is relevant is this allows you to actually run this on supercomputers and stuff on clusters because you can run things in parallel. You can actually read the whole internet at like 100 or like a million different positions. You can start from like a million different spots and start processing it in all those places instead of just one at a time, which
Mhm.
basically means now we can feasibly read the internet, the entire internet, in a reasonable amount of time instead of it taking bajillions of years.
Mhm.
Which is so this was the breakthrough that allowed us to do this. So I actually think GPT-2 was actually based on this as well.
Mhm.
Um, they were able to do that, and then since then they were running this for like a couple years or something, and then they
Yeah.
eventually got GPT-3 after it was running for a long ass time.
Got it. By the way, I just want to say one more thanks, guys. We got two
Yeah.
more donations from, let's see, Kishan Kzur, 400 Huff something Huff for I don't know what that is. I'm so horrible with these
Huff.
Huffington Post. I don't know.
And Aman, thank you, Aman.
Yeah, and
100
Armand
rupees.
for 100 rupees. He actually asked a question, guys, which is a good question. Is GPT-3 has if GPT-3 has trained itself so much, then can it copy itself to some other hidden place on the internet and become self-sustaining? Ooh,
No,
why not?
no,
What?
no, it can't.
It
Let me
can't?
explain why. No, so this GPT-3 is very very robust in the sense that it can handle any trained, I mean any text problem it says. Like you can put in any text and it can reply with text,
Okay.
in any way. It's very very good at predicting. Like I said, if it sees the word fire, it's gonna think the word truck or alarm follows it much more than fire, cow, fire cow. Like those aren't things unless they are.
Okay.
But So that's really all it is. It just understands what's the most likely thing to follow the next word based on the context you gave it. So like for the blog post example, the only reason it was able to write that blog post is because it gave it the title. So it took the titles and it said, okay, feeling unproductive, maybe you should stop overthinking. So it took all of this and it was like, okay, it seems like overthinking, unproductive, stop, like all these things. And from this, it was able to generate this. But without this title, it would not be able to generate this, which means it can't really reason. It's just really, really clever in taking something and then interpolating that and generalizing that to spit out more content. So you have an endless stream. You give it a little bit, and then it can give you infinite other stuff. It'll just go forever. It'll go forever and give you everything. It'll just keep giving you more and more and more. Like if you give it, if you're like, hey, tell me a story about Jane the dog and Jimmy the cow. It can be like, okay, Jane and Ginny, this blah blah blah, and then they'll just start telling a story, a random story. Like they lived on a hill together, they did this, they did that.
So it's all based. But what you're trying to say is that it's all based on the previous kind of text.
Yeah. So the way it actually works is, the way it actually trains itself is it would take like something like it would take an actual blog post written by a human. It would take this, it would try to learn from it and predict the second paragraph. Okay, the second paragraph, and write this out. What it thinks is the best match, then it would take both of them and spit it into itself and then write the third paragraph, and then take all three and spit it back into itself and then write the fourth paragraph. So it kind of like learns from itself as well. And that's why it takes so long to train, because you're not just training it on the whole internet, you're training it on the internet plus everything it generates from the internet, and then it's like constantly growing. And that's why the compute power is just ridiculous. It costs like millions and millions of dollars to train this and then to run it.
That's insane stuff. Wow. And
it's not smart enough to do. It can only copy
itself.
What humans has done. So it can't innovate. It can't innovate on new ideas.
It can't copy itself, is what you're saying.
No, it can only emulate.
But how do you know that? How do you 100% know that?
I only 99% know, but 100%.
That's not 99%. That's not 100% though.
I know. I mean, I technically don't know. I mean, I'm not the like leading expert here, bro. But and from what I've heard, it's only a predictive model, so it can only predict what's gonna happen next. It can't actually proactively and actively go do some new stuff with itself.
Got it. By the way, just wanted to say, guys, nonstop Dre 360 said, give us the $2 donation. Appreciate it, my friend. And asked the question is, at what point will AI be able to replace engineers?
Engineers?
Yes.
I mean, to what extent? I mean, like AI has, it's replaced a lot. I mean, like like trying to cure cancer. I mean, that's not even engineers, but like doing like models, like using computer models. That kind of is like AI replacing engineers, because we're not doing stuff by hand anymore. You're using models to replace stuff. I mean, like fully replace them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like maybe ask Elon Musk. He always has those answers.
He probably already has a plan, a 5-year plan for all this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like, have you seen like robots and stuff? You guys seen the stuff Boston Dynamics is doing? I was reading about this the other day, and then I wrote an email on it about like the applications of computer vision. But like here,
are you trying to show it?
Yeah, I'll just show it real quick.
Okay.
Here, videos. Have you guys seen Boston Dynamics? So here, this is some crazy AI stuff. So here we go. So here's a little doggy robot, fully autonomous. You can also drive it, but looking at the door, and it's like I can't do this, man. I can't figure this out. He calls his friend over. All right. His friend has a head or an arm. It finds the door.
No. What?
Goes down, opens the door.
What?
Uses its left foot.
No way.
Prop it open. Uses the arm to open the door open.
What?
And then the whole SWAT team goes in.
No, get out of here, man. And look, and it keeps it open.
All you gotta do is mount a gun on that thing, and we're screwed. This is from 2018, bro.
Oh my god.
Yo, like seriously. And then look at this here. Look at this. They also have a humanoid robot. This is like a Boston Dynamics. They work for.
Oh, I've seen this.
They
Yeah.
have a lot of MIT guys there.
Yeah.
You seen this?
Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah.
Like that running like. I mean, is he gonna do anything?
I mean, he's just running. No. But then we see it where he was like, where they were. Oh, look, the parkour one. You see that one?
Go. Yeah, this one. Look, he jumps over the log.
Look at that. Holy shit, guys. That's insane, guys.
It's a robot, bro. Like, what is happening?
Look, one leg, second leg,
balance,
third leg.
The arms are moving so fluidly, like we're super close to like an Iron Man suit, dude.
Aaron
hilarious.
can't even do that, guys.
You can't even do that, Naj.
Yeah, I can.
Yo, and then there's one more. I think oh here, more parkour atlas.
Yeah, I've seen it. I think, yeah.
Here, this
Hold on.
one. Look, so this robot learns how to handstand.
What? What?
It does a somersault.
Does a somersault? What?
It turns around, okay, and it does another.
Dude.
It jumps in the air.
Next thing you know, we're teaching it to dance, you know?
360. Boom. You want to see a dancing robot? They did that. They did that too, bro. They're one step ahead of you. Check this
No
out.
way. No.
Yeah, bro. Uptown. Look, Bruno Mars robot. You
Okay,
can't hear.
let's see. Let's see if it can. Let's see. I'm gonna judge his dancing skills.
This
I'm
is
gonna.
a totally
Let's see.
irrelevant
Let's see.
But yo, you can't hear the music, can you?
I guess like don't stop. Wait. No, I can't hear the music.
Yeah.
Two.
Literally
Hey.
dancing.
Two. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Huh?
Duh. 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 Man, no. It's just hopping up. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good.
Girl, dance a hallelujah. Oh, girl, dance a hallelujah. Oh. Funk, don't give it to you. Oh, cause Uptown Funk, don't give it to you.
Oh man,
Funk, don't give it to you. Saturday night,
guys, give a thumbs up for Aaron singing out here.
Look at its ass, bro. We are not answering this dude's question at all. We're just looking at robots,
oh my
bro.
god. La, la.
Yo, bro.
Up.
Yo,
down,
fun fact:
bump,
Bruno
come
Mars went to my high school.
Huh?
Bruno Mars went to my high school.
Man,
Oof.
why are you trying to sell yourself? Like, man, with the Jackie Chan, and then all of a sudden, man,
Yeah. Yo, man,
trying to be so cool,
Look,
you know?
He moonwalks off out of frame.
Somebody asked a question. Vivek asked a question. Cause I cannot pull up these questions and actually show them, unfortunately. But somebody asked a question. Can we use GPT-3 for a research project? How can we use GPT-3 for a research project? Vivek asked.
I mean, you're gonna have to apply to the waitlist. So look here, go to the OpenAI API website, and then you're gonna have to want to request access. Click this link, and it'll take you to the waitlist. So of course, because they're running this and there's a lot of number crunching, they have limited resources, and they only want good people. They don't want like malicious people or hackers getting into it. So you have to share the API, you have to share the whole supercomputer. So you have to get on the waitlist, get approved, and then at that point, maybe you can do research. But until then, it's probably going to be many months before it's public, or maybe even years. Nobody knows.
Got it.
Yeah, you can do research. I mean, there already is research going on probably in NLP in general. Like if you want to look into it, look up NLP on Wikipedia. You can look at how its applications.
Have you
are useful.
ever done an NLP project before, like a natural language processing?
A little bit, nothing extensive, like very little bit.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, like I was more like visual, like computer learning, computer vision stuff, but not like language processing.
Got it.
So, yep, so they're based on transformers, like I said before. You can look into that too, about how now we're able to actually train things in parallel instead of sequentially, which means you can break it up into a bunch of little parts and do all the different parts at the same time on a bunch of different computers instead of having to one by one, because the way it learns, it doesn't matter what order you do it in. So they learn how to teach things in any order.
Yeah. By the way, guys, we're almost at 700 likes, guys. Come on, let's get this up. Let's get this going. Let's get this going to 700 likes. Come on. You know you can. I know you can.
All right, and okay. Lastly, the ramifications. So we've already been talking about this a lot, going in this whole stream about like the applications of this. You know, like coming up with boilerplate code for developers to actually like do the bulk, like do the first half of the project for you in like 10 seconds. And then you just go in and like add in all your flares at the end or fix any bugs that it might have misunderstood. That's definitely a thing. But what I want to talk about is if GP2 and these things were like so small, and then we jumped up to GPT-3 here within a couple years. Somebody, I don't understand this either fully, but some other people were doing some predictive models. And even though it read the whole internet, it only trained it to a certain extent. Like it might have only trained everything like a little bit. You can actually go deep and like find even deeper rooted patterns if you like process the data longer. Okay. So the idea is that these models are going to have more and more and keep growing. So we're currently at 175 billion. Okay, the human brain has 100 trillion.
Wow.
100 trillion
connections.
Parameters. yeah, 100 trillion parameters. So this is
Mm.
175 billion. But in theory, if we can get a predictive model like this all the way up to this similar to a human brain level, so like 175 billion, we would need what? 1,000 times. So we would need 1,000 GPT-3s to make one human brain.
No
The
way.
number would be simple.
See,
Yeah,
that
we had
shows how
1,000
good we are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
but at the
yeah,
same
that's how
time, if we can make one GTP3, we can make
Yeah.
multiple GTP3s, right? So this kind of stuff can really be
You can.
duplicated and replicated
But
really easily.
The thing is, it's like you would have 10 dumb people rather than one smart person. So it's not the same. Like you have multiple GPT-3s, but they're just like they're all equally not smart.
Mhm.
So the idea is to train it so deeply that it has even more. Instead of having like 10 175 billion parameter ones, then
Mhm.
you would have 100 trillion parameter predictive model. And then at that point, that might literally be Jarvis. You know, like in Iron Man, you know, like when you're speaking to Jarvis and it can understand everything that Tony Stark says.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Iron Man said like it can speak and it can like understand and get data for him. It's like, hey, oh yeah, that's another thing it can do. It can search for you, so you can ask it any question and then it'll answer it for you by searching all of its web stuff. It's basically like a really jacked Google search bar.
Got
You
it.
can
Wow.
yeah, there's another thing there, but at that point, then this thing is gonna get really crazy. It could even start coding, like it could actually maybe even fully code apps like Sunny is doing. You know,
Yeah.
like the Netflix clone stuff. It could actually
Yeah.
maybe even do that. Nobody knows.
But see,
I
but
mean,
nobody,
but it's just,
nobody's gonna want to
it's
learn
just
from
that
GTP3
stuff.
though. Nobody's gonna want to learn from GTP3. Everybody wants to learn from a person like Sunny, right?
Yeah,
You're
definitely.
gonna want to learn from an actual
Smart.
person.
And,
So
you know, nice beard, everything.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's it really. I mean, like going forward, like GPT-4 when it comes out, like we don't know how big it's gonna be. Maybe it'll be 1 trillion. You
Mhm.
know, then we'll have a 5 trillion one, then
Mhm.
10 trillion, then 100,
Mhm.
finally 100 trillion, and we can see how smart it actually is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just gonna be a matter of
Walter
a bunch
asks
of smart people getting together. You know, Elon Musk inspiring a bunch of coders like you guys watching us, and
exactly.
him hiring people at OpenAI
Exactly.
and doing cool stuff there.
Yeah.
But
So
the future, yeah, is cool because I mean this is already pretty dang good so far. It can understand like watermelon buttons and stuff.
mhm.
But
Watermelon buttons. That's what you took away from the watermelon
Yeah.
buttons. By the way, Walter asks
that's the best one. Watermelon button.
watermelon buttons. Walter asks, how can we learn GTP3? Is there any site for this documentation?
Just go to the OpenAI website, and then they have a little bit of information there. Of course, you don't have access to the code. We only know how it works like on the surface. We don't understand exactly how it's all implemented and built. That's kind of proprietary to them. And I don't know if it's patented or I don't even know what they did, but
Mhm.
it is available there. Like if you want to go look into the research and the actual math of it all and like how transformers actually work, then by all means go look at it.
Gotcha.
And yeah, and there's a good video I was watching where these guys go into even more detail. This is from a channel called Computer File.
Mhm.
Okay, they talk about a lot of computer stuff, and then they talk about GPT-3, and they go into even more detail on the algorithm and stuff. So if you want to get even more information, then you can go to them. I didn't feel like regurgitating everything they said on this stream. Because they do a pretty good job. I mean, it's pretty long, 25 minutes, shorter than the stream, but go check it out. It's some cool stuff if you want to look into that. And yeah, I'll link all these videos in the description. Yeah, there's a bunch. And then here's another. Yeah, this video here, there's a bunch of cool projects people made using GPT-3. There's a lot of applications just because it's so generalized. Oh, I'm looking at the stream on the stream.
This is our stream on the stream. That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, other than that, the last thing is just the limitations. Like I said, we already talked about this a lot. It is purely a predictive model, which means it can only predict what's going to come after it. So when it's writing code, it reads what it reads what you took, and then from that it can kind of predict what's going to happen. Like you ask it a question, it kind of predicts what the answer would be, and then it can grab the answer for you. So it reads your code, and it's like, okay, well, this code is probably going to correlate to this text, and then it just writes the code for you.
So it doesn't see the big
That's all
picture, is
it
what you're
can
trying to say.
It doesn't have common sense. It can't reason. It can't be like it doesn't understand emotion or anything. Of course, this isn't actually an AI. This is a highly robust predictive text model based on that natural language. So it knows how to parse natural language, it understands the patterns within natural language, and therefore can communicate with humans through natural language, but it can't actually think, it can't actually innovate, it can't actually take over the world. It's not going to do any of that. We're very, very far from that, but this is a good step in the right direction.
Got it.
So it's not the end of the world.
By the way, just wanted to
And
say, super chat, thanks so much, Aman, 100 rupees. Asked the question. Actually, asked the question: if GPT-3 learned to give itself the initial parameters, what would be the consequences? What are your thoughts on this?
if GPT-3 learned to give itself the
The
initial
initial
parameter,
parameters. When you say,
initial
what do you mean
parameters,
by
what do
initial
you mean by
parameters? Actually, what does that mean?
Yeah, you mean like the title of the blog post or something? If that's
I
what he
guess
means, if he
so.
means
I
the
guess
title of the
maybe
blog
maybe
post,
like that
well,
probably.
that's already what it is doing, you know? And also the chat, when we're at the chat,
Yeah.
literally what it was doing is it's just feeding the messages back and forth to each other. So
Mhm.
it's writing this, giving it to itself, and it's responding with this, giving it to itself, responding with this, giving it to itself.
Got it.
But actually what it's doing is it's taking this, and then it's falling with this, then it's
And then
feeding
that's
both of these
yeah.
to itself. That gets this, then feeding
Oh, I
all
see.
three
I
to
see.
itself to get this fourth one, then feeding all four to itself to
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
one. That's how it that's how it understands the context and keeps the context relevant as the conversation goes
Mhm.
on. But it's kind of like a game of telephone. If you go on super long, it does start losing coherence and stuff. So I actually found this Forbes article. This is the last thing I want to mention.
Mhm.
GPT-3 is amazing, but it's also overhyped, according
Mhm.
to Forbes. Okay, and the reason for this, here's Elon Musk and Sam, what's his name? Sam Altman, I think his name.
Oh, it's the guy from what's it called?
Other guy.
Huh? The
I
startup
mean,
guy.
it's other guy.
The startup guy, right?
Yeah, Y Combinator. Yeah, he
Y
used to work at
Combinator,
Y
yeah.
Combinator. And then him and Elon Musk founded OpenAI. So he's the CEO currently. Elon Musk is just like a co-founder. He's focusing more on Tesla and SpaceX, but he does have a part in it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, basically, so here, the internet is buzzing about GPT-3, OpenAI's newest AI language model. GPT is the most powerful language model ever built, which is what we've been talking to.
Mhm.
And it's due to its size, of course. 175 billion parameters. We talked about all this. So GPT-2 was released just last year in 2019.
Oh, no way. And
So
now
that
it's
was
GPT-3.
1.5 billion. Yeah, so we went from this little itty bitty thing to this one from Google to this one
Wow.
from Microsoft to
Wow.
this huge one in
And
less than a year.
and
So
so
5 years from now, we don't know where the hell we're gonna be. Yeah, we don't know where we're
oh
gonna be.
man, that's gonna be insane.
But going back to Amon's questions, he says, "What would be the consequences? What are your thoughts on this?" I think it's still limited, so that ties into what we're talking about here on this Forbes article.
Mhm.
It can give itself stuff, but whenever it gives itself parameters, it's just going to keep learning within the own confines of what data it has available to it. It can't actually interpolate new data. So like if we gave it every scientific paper, which we already have, that exists on the internet, it can't come up with new scientific like revolutions and discoveries. That's not possible. Because it's limited to what it have. What it can do is it can find connections and spit out some of the data within there, but it can't actually give you new stuff. It can just kind of like mix and match it in interesting ways.
Yeah.
That's all it really is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This is some insane
So-
stuff. By the way, guys, I just wanted to say, we completed 700 likes. Holy moly, guys! Thanks so much for that. But yeah, it's just this is some epic stuff, man. Honestly,
GPT-3.
yeah. Like, wow.
Yeah. But I mean, that's really it. Anybody in the comments have questions about stuff or just want to have any input? I'm looking. Why is Elon on the thumbnail? Oh, because I mean, I don't know.
Because he's the creator.
It seemed more. Yeah, like he founded OpenAI, and then
Yeah.
it's from OpenAI.
Yeah.
So figured it'd be more.
Maxim asked the question: will GPT-3 kill coding?
No, it won't kill. That was just a joke, but it's going to enhance it once it's publicly available. I feel like, things like Webflow are already mainstreaming and like streamlining the way you can create code much faster than from scratch.
Yeah.
I feel like GPT-3 is going to have a very similar kind of effect down the line, or GPT-4 or GPT-5 when they come out. Then I think they are going to have like really, really powerful use cases in coding because it can, like unit testing, like Nas said, or just spitting out code much faster. Like if a client wants a website built, like instead of using Wix and stuff, you can like build a whole custom website just by writing a sentence. It spits out the code for you. You go into the code, understanding how it works, and then you add in some extra stuff, and you're done.
Yeah.
Like, much faster than doing it all from scratch.
So actually, Vivek said we can give ideas to GPT-3 so they can innovate new researchers. Interesting. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
I'm not the world expert on this, but yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah. By the way,
Salman
comment.
Fazal, thank you for the Canadian $5.
Oh
Dang.
dang, super chat. Let's build
Thank
an
you for the
AI
donation.
app using Alan AI. Interesting. It will be a pretty awesome project for this channel. I got a demo project link. I'll put it in the chat. Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Let's see.
What is
Let's see the demo.
what is Alan AI? Let's pop this up.
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm actually showing it here. Alan AI. Alan AI conversation voice AI
Voice
platform.
AI
Interesting.
platform.
Okay.
Conversational voice AI platform. Add a voice assistant to your application. So is this like Jarvis? Why you need a voice assistant in your app?
Dude, that'd be cool. Honestly, Jarvis, at your home. I want Jarvis.
We should plug this into this, and then just it'd be super creepy. Like it's
What?
talking to itself. The AI conversation.
Oh, that.
Like
Yeah.
humans are too emotional. AI has no emotions, no greed.
That'd be funny.
It's
And
very
have the
dangerous
AI
for a
talk to
human
the AI.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Wow.
I mean, Alexa and Siri have done it before. You know, when they talk
Yeah.
to each other, it's kind of funny, but
Yeah.
they sound kind of retarded. Versus this one actually sounds kind of scary.
Yeah, I do want to build a project something with AI, machine learning. I think that'd be really interesting. Because I personally I've done a few projects in terms of like AI.
TensorFlow stuff.
Yeah, machine learning. I've done NLP projects. I've done a project where basically we're like you know how like you have Google search, for example. So for example, what I'll do is like I had a project where for example, you know, I said, hey, find me a t-shirt, so I would say it's like a blue t-shirt for a max of $100, and it will parse that part
Mhm.
out, and it will actually search it up, and actually I'll give me the results. Like a blue t-shirt that has a max price of, for example, some amount of money, basically, and that's it. You know.
Mhm.
So we can do. I mean, there's definitely something we can do, guys. If you guys have any suggestions for us in terms of like what projects we should do in terms of AI, let us know. I'm sure Aaron would love to do it. Right, Aaron?
Uh,
Right, Aaron?
Got it. Your audio cut out, so I didn't hear anything you said for a while. But
Okay.
I assume you're talking to the audience.
Yeah, I'm still talking to the
So-
audience. It's your Skype that's a little bit iffy. It's your Skype that's a little bit iffy.
Oh.
Yeah,
Got it.
but I'm still talking to the audience, guys. I still see you guys. You guys can still see me. You guys can partially see Aaron. Yeah. But yeah, I think if you guys have any questions before we move on, before we leave, if you guys have any questions on this, let us know in the comments and we'll take a look at them right now. We'll probably have like about 2-3 minutes before we leave, and but yeah. One last thing to kind of bring you back, guys. Like I said, we have a free training here. Check this out. Actually, I'll show it to you guys. A free training right here. Hold on. Free training right here. You guys should be able to see that. Hold on, give me a second. Right there. Check this out. Boom. Boom. Free training. Top 10 mistakes to avoid when becoming a JavaScript developer. Link is in the description below, so check it out. Completely for free. Nothing for you if you don't have to pay anything at all. It's just some great value content from Kazi. But yeah, check it out. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, guys. So thanks for hanging out, talking about GPT-3,
Yeah.
cool cutting edge AI.
Yeah.
And when GPT-4 comes out, we'll probably do another stream, or maybe we'll have access to GPT-3 when GTP4 comes out.
Yeah.
It's a tongue twister, man.
Maybe.
GPT-3.
That'd be good if we can get access to that. That'd be some cool stuff we can build.
Yeah, we could be like, how fast can we code up Sunny's clone? For everything.
How fast can we put up? We could probably code up all the clones Sunny just done in a matter of like minutes.
Yeah, probably.
Sunny, watch out, bro. Sunny, watch out. You gotta watch out on this stuff.
Coming for you.
But that's awesome. That's crazy stuff, guys. So yeah, and also make sure to tag us in your Instagram. Go ahead and share your kind of journey through Clever Programmer here. Tag us in your Instagram, and we always like to share your Instagram on our stories. But I think it's pretty much it. Should we finish it off here?
Yeah, let me see if I can find one more code generation example just to like finish strong.
Actually, there was one good question here. Somebody asked, You might be able to answer this question. Mohammed Ikram asked, how to start with AI and ML for beginners?
For beginners,
Yes.
um, learn Python first.
Okay.
Learn Python. From there, uh, just dive in. Just find some tutorials on YouTube and just do some stuff. Do some TensorFlow. Do some OpenCV. I have OpenCV tutorials in here about face detection and stuff. I explain the algorithm and everything. If you want to learn about like a little bit how like it actually works behind the scenes. And then so I'd actually start with that. Start with the face detection, or the car and pedestrian tracking. And also small detection, like those three. You can watch all three, get started there, understand the kind of context about how things actually work. Then from there, then actually go do like a TensorFlow project, because then you can actually train your own models using your own neural nets. You can design your own neural nets and put it all together. So
Got it.
yeah, so start with Python, then go to those beginner-friendly AI projects that we have on our channel in Python, and then from there, then you'll honestly probably find like your own little path to go on at that point. Something will intrigue you, and you'll probably Google some TensorFlow project, and go look at it. Suraj Raval, his channel is pretty good for that kind of stuff. If you kind of want those topics.
Got it.
But I mean, a lot of other channels have good stuff too.
So there's actually one recommendation I want to make actually. So yeah, start with Python. But I actually started, so I knew Python, but this site helped me out a lot when actually creating my first machine learning project, and it was this right here. And this was, my friends, was completely for free. It's a Udacity course, okay? Udacity course called Intro to Machine Learning. It's a free course, right here. It's a free course.
Yo, your mic. Say that again.
Hello? No, you should be able to. The audience heard me.
It sounded echoey. I don't know if they heard you.
No, I think they heard me. They heard me well.
Okay.
So it's a free course, Introduction to Machine Learning course. Really cool, guys. I learned a lot of stuff from here, and actually I was able to apply a lot from here to my work. And then actually from that work, I was actually able to, because of what I learned here, I was able to get a transfer over to a team in my work that dealt with AI and machine learning. So this was some really cool stuff. I definitely highly recommend you take a look at this. I'll actually drop that in the comments if you guys want to check this out.
Yeah, Udacity is good. Udacity is really good.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, This is the link, guys. So check this out, guys. Okay. So yeah, this is some really cool stuff, guys. Honestly, I think this can be all the questions kind of we have for today. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Any kind of last words?
Yeah, I think that's it for now. Yeah. No, I'm looking at the Twitter of the dude of the CEO from the code builder thing. There is one question I want to answer. I think Birds We Like asked the question. I have a great love for web development, but my teachers are pressuring me to learn ML AI. So what should I do? What do you think? Say that one more time. So I have a great love for web development, but my teachers are pressuring me to learn machine learning or AI. What should I do? Oh, I mean, it really depends what you want to do. Machine learning and stuff, the jobs are harder to get, but they are higher paying, but there are less of them. Versus web development, they're a little bit, not always easier, but they're a little bit simpler to get started with. There's also more jobs and more opportunities, and it's not as math heavy. There's like a lot of it's more business oriented. I feel like data science, machine learning is more engineering and research oriented. So it kind of depends what you want to go into. If somebody's pressuring you on anything, dude, just don't listen to them unless you deeply respect the path that they took and where they are in life. Other than that, I don't it doesn't matter. Half my professors, if they told me something, I'd be like, I don't care, because I don't care what they have to say. But other professors that I respect, if they said something, I would actually listen to it. So just kind of make that judgment call yourself. Don't just blindly listen to them. Web development is more for business applications and stuff, and then data science is more for. There's business too. YouTube has an algorithm, Netflix has an algorithm that needs to be worked on and stuff. But just focus on web development, man. If that's what you like, I would say focus on that. Yeah, I think that my answer to that would be similar. If you specifically like web development, right? If you like web development, it's good to broaden your knowledge in web development. There's nothing wrong with that, right? You shouldn't just switch right away. What I love about development in general is that it's so broad. There's so much you can learn. There's so much you can know.
if I was in your shoes, for example, what I would do is, I know I love web development. I'm going to increase my knowledge of web development. I know the opportunity is there. I know my love for it. I know the fact that I can make some good money out of it, right? And I'm going to put a lot of my time into that. Maybe let's say 70%. But for example, let's say there's a lot of interest in machine learning at the same time. So maybe you can put 30% of your work now into machine learning, and then kind of, and try different things and learn different things, right? There's nothing that comes to say that you can't learn both. You can still learn both. It's just that you can go ahead and maybe pursue what you like initially, which is web development, but also have a machine learning kind of on the side as kind of there, because who knows, maybe machine learning will become the next biggest thing, and at that point you will be ready. At that point you'll be ready, and you're like, maybe at some point you realize that you do like machine learning a lot because you've been doing it quite a bit, and you like what's going on with machine learning, and you like what type of applications you can make. And so at that point you can simply just switch, or just keep doing both. So I would say, yeah, that'd be my answer for that. Yeah.
Yep.
But what?
Yep.
Yep. But guys, awesome guys. I think that's all we have for today. All I gotta say, guys, is, like I said, subscribe to this YouTube channel, guys. You were amazing on today's live call. Amazing chats, amazing comments, and you were very friendly, and I really appreciate that from all of you. So much love.
Absolutely.
Much love to you guys. And
Yeah, all the
obviously,
donations, thank you much for those. Greatly appreciated.
Yes.
Appreciate all of our viewers and audience.
yes.
Hope you guys like this, right? I mean,
Yep.
just me and Nas bickering as usual.
Yeah. Next thing you know, we'll have a dance competition, or we'll have, like, I don't know, we'll have a running competition, because Aaron thinks he's so good at running. So, we'll see about that.
I never said that. I never said that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You're like But anyways, guys, all I had to say is, hope you have a great day, and we will see. Well, hope you have a great day. This is Nas and Aaron.
Oh, sorry, I zoned out for a second. What's up, guys?
This is
Aaron
Nas.
here.
This is Nas and Aaron.
programmer. This is Nas and Aaron. Nas and Nas's dad. That's what it is.
And we will see you
Puppy.
in the next video. Peace out,
Yeah,
guys. Have a great day. Hey.